Hey gang, just want to do a little recap of the things that we saw this year at SHOT Show. Saw quite a few things, good and not so good. I like to start with the not so good. I gotta tell you, by and large, this year felt like the year of the Glock clones. It seemed like every manufacturer booth we went to had some weird Glock clone going on in their booth that was just like, huh? Take for example, Ruger had the RXM, which is their Glock clone, and then we went to Ross Martin. They pretty much made a Glock and called it something else. We went, and I remember passing a booth, I kid you not, I thought this booth was about Cerakoting or something like that, because they had their guns with the various Cerakote jobs, and I'm like, oh, they're using Glocks to promote their Cerakote jobs, no problem. So I pick up this gun, and I see the markings on it, and they are different markings, different brand markings, but otherwise it was a straight up Glock. And the lady that was there was actually promoting the gun, and I was just like, wait a minute. This is an absolute Glock 19. You just changed the label. So, the year of the Glock clone. So that's the stuff that I saw that was a little less than desired. I felt like the weapon light game was okay, but wasn't much greater than what we saw last year. Streamlight had has the HLX light cap for their, say, 7 Alpha or 7X variant, which they had last year. But then we go to Surefire, and they had their compact weapon light that had less power than a Streamlight, which boggled my mind, honestly.
Look what they need to mimic a fraction of our power.
So there were some things there that I saw that were, again, a little less than desired. Now, on the flip, however, there were a few nuggets of joy that we saw that were quite cool. EOTech coming out with their Voodoo 3x9, and it's their MPVO, where the optic itself, the signature of it, is about 25% smaller than traditional LPVOs. So you got a 3x9 LPVO style optic with less real estate taking up on the top rail. So that was intriguing because everybody knows that LPVOs are large, heavy, and all that stuff. So now we're starting to see advancements on the reduction of size while still keeping some of the power, again in this case 3x9, on that variation. So that was really cool. We saw some collaborations with say Glock and Aimpoint. The Glock footprint with the Aimpoint, you can get some of the Glocks with the Aimpoint Koa. That's their new smaller acro, essentially, that they've released, and they're doing it in collaboration with Glock, which was pretty interesting to see. We saw some other things where, for instance, night vision. Night vision's always been strong on the night sight game, but they've really expanded their offerings from now making their own slides, their own barrels, and things like that. We're starting to see some greater advancements there. So really interesting to see that. And another intriguing thing that we saw was formerly Oracle Arms, now OA Defense, their new push or new releases on the 2311. A lot of people don't know about the 2311. We all know 2011s, which is staccato, and then of course you have your double stack 1911 and all that other jazz. But OA Defense has come out with a really interesting version of that. They have essentially a 2011 style pistol with modular grip mod that accepts P320 magazines. So really interesting. You can get one gun, and in that one gun you can change the grip to be a little bit more compact or full size. It accepts those P320 mags, and so if you're, say for example, you need magazine compatibility, that's a thing, and you can solve for that. And just in feeling the action and how it works, was really excited to see how that was all engineered and put together. So cool things there. So we saw quite a few things that were really nice over at SHOT Show this year. I will tell you candidly, nothing groundbreaking as I was walking away from it. I saw a lot of things that I saw last year, just a little bit more advances. What I'd like to see in 2026, I'd like to see more advances in the pistol optic game. I'd like to see the signature of the enclosed optics get a little bit better. I'd like for some of the companies to solve for the higher center of gravity that those things put on the firearm, as opposed to the open optics. And I'd like to see, again, the signature get reduced to where it is more favorable to things like carrying. Now, speaking of carrying, another thing that I would really be excited to see is, if I may steal the phrase, make big guns great again. Over the last handful of years, we've seen a push by various manufacturers to make smaller firearms, or like subcompact, ultra subcompact, micro compact. At some point, you barely even see the gun just on the table. The point is, as I would like to see large guns become more popular again, because, well, now as we have just by and large with regards to the marketplace, people are carrying in various places, more like, say, appendix and things like that, where it allows for a larger gun to be carried very easily and concealed. I would like to see manufacturers really double down on compact to full-size guns, and not only the engineering on the gun, but the accessories that go with that gun. Like, for example, I would like to see Mod Light make a little bit more of a compact light that would line up with, say, a Glock 19, an MMP-20, or something like that doesn't stick out. I would like to see holster manufacturers make more holsters that would account for larger guns, but also being able to remain concealed. I mean, you have your top tier holsters, which are great, from Tier 1 concealed, Tenacore, and the like, which we all enjoy. But I'd like to see those companies cater towards those larger guns as well. Another cool thing that we saw, and we spent a little time with the folks over at HoloSun, is HoloSun's advancements on some of the things that they have going on. Everything from the optics that they have, from your pistol optics, rifle optics, but the IR laser game, their Iris 3, and so on and so forth. They've come out with the sizes of those IR lights have gotten a lot slimmer, a lot more powerful, and they've had a lot more advances on that. We're really excited about what we saw with HoloSun. We got to spend some time with them, and their rep was able to give us a rundown of all the things that they have coming out. But HoloSun has, over the last few years, went from kind of like Night Vision, went from a small, not really thought of company, and they're just a player now, and the advancements in their stuff is really wild. So stay tuned for more on that one. But particularly I like that Iris, the Iris 2 and the Iris 3. I'm looking forward to get my hands on one and testing that out. So that's something I'm looking forward to 2026, and of course, whatever's out there that might come our way. I mean, we saw Shooters Global and those glasses they got going on, which pretty much gives you the splits times in your eyeballs and things like that. That was like next level Terminator 2 type stuff. So we're excited about that, and I'm looking forward to see from that what more might come out next year and beyond. If you think all gun laws are an infringement and you live behind the enemy lines in the People's Republic of California, then check out our Unconvicted Felons t-shirt. We came out with this t-shirt design for you, where most of us are fed up with the situation here in California. So check it out. Check out our website. Awesome t-shirt coming at you, and our new line of 2 arms, where it stands for 2A Rights Matter. So check out our new t-shirt and help us feed our dog.